Hello everyone, Kome here, back with another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the new Imaginarium Theater. I know it's been a few days, but I just got around to finish it on stream last weekend, and I wanted to make a quick guide because I know people still struggle a little bit with it. Even though I feel like this rotation is even easier than the previous one, especially since they added Dendro instead of Geo, so we have way better reactions, way better character in general to clear this, so it should be much easier. But yeah, we'll go around. We'll go over the best tips that I usually give at the start of every Imaginarium Theater guide. And then after that, I'll show you the chambers that are best to pick, the blessings potentially, even though the buffs are like not really the main priority, and then which teams are the best for each boss of this theater. All right, let's get into it. So first, I managed to do the visionary mode with 4 stars only character, not using the trial 5 stars even. So I really only used 4-star characters, which means I took the trial. You're kind of forced to take the trial anyway. I mean the opening characters anyways. So I took all the trial ones here, and then I added only 4 stars here. So all the 4 stars here, beam, boom, boom, boom. I took all of those. It ends up being basically maximum. Wait, I forgot. I didn't click on one. Oh, and then traveler. So if you got all the 4 stars, that's basically 20 characters, which lets you get the buff, plus all the slots. You can invite a friend, and yeah, I mean, if you have some 5 stars on top of it, like it really shouldn't be difficult. I managed to do it with 4 stars only, but with my tips on top of it, you shouldn't really struggle too much. So I will show you the 4-star only runs on another video. So in this video, it's only going to be tips. Let's begin. Let's begin. And I got all the stars, or maybe I missed 1 star. Maybe I'm not really sure, but stars don't matter. Once again, remember this, please. Like, I know it's nice to flex the stars in your profile and say, oh, I got it, or get the achievement if you don't have it yet. But the achievement is only what, 20 primos, 10 primos maybe, and then flexing. Who cares about flexing? Like, no one cares. So yeah, other than that, like the stars really don't matter. So don't get caught up with the stars. At the start of a run, add some characters to your team, especially if I'm doing 4 stars only. Like I will need more characters. So we do that. I get one more. Maybe I'll re-roll just to see if I can get one more. I still wouldn't recommend to like get buffs at the start. Like really getting characters is just way more valuable. It's gonna make your time much better. Like if I re-roll again, yeah, I guess you can only get 1 character at the start. Okay, at the very start, you can only get 1 character. It's kind of unfortunate. The second most important thing is to use the bad character at the start. So, like, for example, here, so I'll probably get rid of the Klee, and then the Dory, because the trial character builds are, like, really not that great. And then the Xinyan. The first chamber is usually very weak, very easy. The monsters really don't have too much HP, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, get rid of the bad characters at the start. Save the very good character for the bosses or for later bosses. And yeah, like save your Bennett Shangling, for example, for the last boss. Xingqiu can be saved for the last boss as well. And then if you have some 5 stars Nahida, stuff like that, like save it for the fights that matter the most. And yeah, use the bad characters at the start. Now, the second thing is what rooms to pick if you want to have an easier time. There are some rooms depending on the enemies that are in the rooms that are easier to fight. And for example, this one with the rune guards, the rune grader and stuff like that, or like the rune monsters in general, are much easier because they don't put too many of them in the room, and it makes it much easier to fight. Other room that is good, this room is actually not too bad. Those 2 boys are kind of tanky, but they really don't do a whole lot. If you have a little bit of damage, like it's gonna be pretty easy. Or if you have Xingqiu unlocked, you can just bring Xingqiu there and then it's free. The samurais are okay, I think, but I'd say like yeah, Fontaine machines or these 2 guys I think are the easiest one out of those. This room as well, Tannery of the yeah the Tannery works good here, and then if it gets the Hydro Shield, you can just okay, or not. Yeah, the Tannery works great here. That was all trial characters except that was all the trial characters, and I cleared the room super easily. So yeah, this room is pretty easy, especially if you use the Tannery. I would recommend to save the Tannery for the Thundering Manifestation though, as much as possible. But not necessarily needed because like Nahida works great. Now for the defense, defend the monolith room, just like last time. The rune guard enemies room is the easiest one. There's this one that has a little bit more enemies. Otherwise, hopefully, the eremites are also pretty easy. The eremites are pretty easy. The rune guards are pretty easy. There's also the room with only one rune guard. Yeah, this one. If you get that one with only one rune guard, it's like literally absolutely free. You can just keep attacking the enemy. Keep it attacking. Yeah, keep attacking the enemy, and then he's just gonna look at you, and you can just like deplete the timer like that. You don't even need to kill the monster. You just hit the guy for 2 minutes, and then it doesn't matter because he's literally not gonna attack the monolith. So yeah, this one, if you have pyro characters left, easy. This one might be a bit trickier actually. It's a stone high lower troll. I would recommend using this room if you have it available for the last one before the boss or the first boss. Any team can work really here. I would recommend like, yeah, you finish using the shit stuff. Maybe I'll bring Sino here just to finish it up. And then yeah, any team can work single target preferably, but since it's the first boss, he's a little bit weaker than the other ones. So you can definitely use some worse character than like for the other bosses. Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, anything can work against that guy. I mean, preferably not dendro damage, of course, but otherwise anything works. This guy is free, guys. This boss, second boss of this Imaginarium Theater, you save the Tannery. You save the Tannery for this, and it's literally free. I'll just do full dendro. You just do, look, the Tannery can solo this boss, by the way. Like the trial Tannery can solo this boss, so really pretty chill. You just add Nahida or whatever else with it, and then like the Tannery solos it. It's kind of close if you really solo and you bring nothing else with him, but he can still solo. Rune Serpent boss. If you still have Tannery, you can use Tannery against this guy. It's not too bad. Otherwise, I mean, by that time in the run, you should, if you follow the previous tips, you should have the good characters left, which are Bennett, Shengling, Xingqiu should be available. Maybe you have Hutao, maybe you have Arlecchino, stuff like that. A Hyperbloom team should be available. So yeah. But that time in the run, you should have a decent amount of a good roster with the characters that you have, and be able to fight that boss. Single target teams are better against this guy, preferably range team as well because it moves a lot, but it shouldn't be like I can do this, for example. But I mean, the moves are the same as the one in the Abyss. So if you don't know how to play against that guy, I also made a guide to fight against this boss in the Abyss. And you can predict where it's gonna spawn. There's like a few tips against some of his moves, but otherwise, like it's pretty straightforward. Any team can work against Coppelius. You need some pyro. If you can get Bennett, if you can save Bennett for the end, or yeah, dendro is not really that great at the end of this run, so you could prefer to use your dendro earlier in the run. Basically, very first boss, dendro is not that great. The middle two bosses, dendro is great. And then last boss, dendro is not that great necessarily. So you could like work around this to use your dendro characters in the middle, like your Nahida and your Ahitem or stuff like that. And then and after that, like the rest anything really works. Okay. Kokoyori. Oh, I didn't crit. Okay, he's dead. And I think that's pretty much it for this IT. I think that's pretty much it for this run, honestly. Once again, remember the stars don't matter, really. Like, I know it's nice to feel like you completed everything, but don't like push yourself too hard or like feel bad because you don't get all the stars. And no one cares. No one cares. Did I get all the stars? I did get all the stars. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all my tips for this Imaginarium Theater. I will put the 4 stars only run on YouTube as well later this week. And yeah, and then we get the live stream on Friday. So if you guys want to join, I will be live for the live stream, and I'll put the reaction here as well. So in case you cannot join. And, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, like, and join Discord if you need more help. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.